Hi guys, I'm going to be discussing Rocket Lawyer. I have their terms and conditions up and I read through all of them. And one of the biggest things with Rocket Lawyer is different than LegalZoom. In Rocket Lawyer, they just, I think, only have documents. So you go through, you sign up for your membership. For business memberships, it's $30, $35, kind of about the same as LegalZoom per month. But with this, you just really get documents. They are not a lawyer referral service. It doesn't seem like you can even talk to a lawyer. So you kind of have to know what you're doing at the beginning. I have people who come in with partnership agreements when they're trying to make an LLC and things like that, buy-sell agreements that aren't applicable, or documents from outside jurisdictions that aren't applicable. And so I am not really a fan of these sites just because they're kind of scary. You have to take each document on a case-by-case basis. Looking through the terms and conditions, the biggest part is you cannot sue Rocket Lawyer. You're shocked, right? But you can do arbitration with them, but it's binding arbitration on any claim whatsoever. It's arbitration. Additionally, you can't sue as a class action. They all have to be individual suits, right? So kind of how I read that, and please comment on it or send me a message on YouTube. But what could happen here is they have a document that's pretty basic, and it's about, let's say it causes $2,000 worth of damage every time someone uses it. All right, and that's just kind of on average. So $2,000 that either somebody uses it, or maybe it's $5 a person who uses it, because so many people use it. Every time there's a problem, it's a $2,000 problem. So what they're saying is, everybody who got that document, you all can't go to court together, get $10 million from Rocket Lawyer, and then distribute that $10 million over the 2,000 people who have bought that document and spread all that wealth individually. Instead, you have to submit to this binding arbitration, and that's going to cost whatever. And you guys will meet in some forum or via the phone even, depending on the amount of your claim. And then the arbitrator issues a decision that is binding. They didn't put any of the arbitration rules in their terms and conditions, but instead have a link to their arbitrator's website. So I can't tell you exactly how arbitration would go down with them, but they don't allow class action lawsuits. You have to sue on your individual capacity. So let's say you lost $500 because of some contract that they used. Are you really going to submit a claim to them in San Francisco, contact them, write out this complaint, mail it to them? They submit it to their arbitration panel within 60 days, let's say. Then they contact you on a place to meet. So you're in NorCal, so they want to meet halfway between San Fran and NorCal. You guys drive to that location. You meet for 2 hours with the arbitrator, and the arbitrator has you guys settle the matter, let's say in your favor for $500. Well, maybe it took you $200 to get there, and 15 hours of your time. Is it going to be worth it? No. But with a class action, it can be worth it, because you can define a class, a whole bunch of you who lost $500, and then sue them. But they don't allow for it in the terms and conditions. So that's one thing with Rocket Lawyer. So that's my review of Rocket Lawyer. I'm sure they have some great documents. Maybe I'll become an affiliate of theirs. Who knows? But yeah, that's my review.